everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So today we're going to jump back into a Lil Guardsman. So let's go ahead and continue our game. Now we should be on day 3, I believe. Yep, level 3. I think they go by levels, not days.
It's news in the morning with me, your news anchor, Manuel Mentiroso. Breaking news. The chosen suitors for our beloved and newly available Princess Desdemona will be arriving.
I think we heard these in the last time I played, but we'll just go ahead and do them again.
Royal carriages, entourages, and attitudes. Breaking news. The Duchess of Scarborough's prized pet cat, Sprankles, has passed away at the age of 43. A representative from the Small Rodent and Budget Coalition shared their condolences, then immediately scampered around without reserve. Breaking news. The Sprawl will be host to a Goblin Ball match today between our Sprawl Brawlers and the opposing Kaladar Lightning at the Goblin Ball Arena. Breaking news. That was my last piece of breaking news. Keep tuning in for all your Sprawl news updates. We now return to our regularly scheduled radio silence.
Okay, so let's go ahead. I already looked at that stuff once before.
Oh look, another note.
Lil, I'm off running an errand for Lieutenant Stryker today. Apparently she needs me to time how long it takes to run around the entire circumference of the sprawl. Really shouldn't have competed in that hot dog eating contest last night. Do me a favor and go down to the Goblin Ball Arena and place a bet of 30 gold for me after work. There's an extra $5 just for you.
You didn't tell me which team to bet on, but my chances can't be any worse than his usually are.
So we have to go place a bet for our father after we're done working our job. Okay, so today's royal writ. So it says, expect the arrival of Crown Prince Furnius of Petrard and Praetor Kargan of the Mulgrave Empire. Don't let your guard down, but do not delay them unnecessarily, Ash. Today is the Goblin Ball Tri-Goblin Cup semifinal between our beloved Sprawl Brawlers and the Kaladar Lightning, the bastards. Ash, there has been a BS report, Bank of the Sprawl, regarding a number of unusual transactions involving sports betting. A reminder to the Guard Force, city officials are forbidden to participate in gray market sports betting. Stryker. The guards are hearing talk of increased smuggling. Be vigilant. Watch out for anything that could have a secret compartment. Trust no one. Deploy the truth spray if necessary. Stryker. By royal decree. Oh, great. I have a feeling this is going to be very hard today. Okay, so we have quite a few gems, but I don't need to replenish anything. I don't. Well, or do I? I do, don't I? Yeah, because that's just that's right. Yep. That's just the white means it's empty. Oh, I guess I could use the little arrow up there. No, we have just enough to fill everything. It's because I think the last time I bought some gems.
Yes, it is I, little one, heir to the throne of Petrard, here before you in the flesh. Please, no need to bow or genuflect. No need to avert your eyes, no. For though I am a crowned prince of the realm, I am a humble man, one of the people, no better even than you, tiny gatekeeper.
Okay. Well, we do know that's him because it looks just like his picture, which we sold in the last one, but...
You'll be glad to know that the opening ceremonies of our newest royal sulphur mine were a complete success. Only 4 deaths, which is far fewer than the last. No matter, we look forward in Petrard. No sense crying over spilt... well, there it is.
I'm glad things went well. Jeez, 4 dead? At an opening ceremony?
Yes, tragic. Avoidable, but still tragic.
Well, if it's avoidable, then why did it
Luckily,
happen?
it wasn't anyone important. A few unskilled laborers and 1 server. Could have been much, much worse.
Wow, okay.
I've heard tell that the barbaric warmonger Praetor Kargan is my chief rival for the hand of your fair princess. Can't even find decent competition these days. The Marvarg are a loathsome bunch of butchers, killing each other over the tiniest infractions.
That is true.
Bump into someone in the checkout line, trial by combat. Accidentally sneeze on a sacred heirloom, trial by combat. Worst vacation of my life.
I've never
believe
been
him.
anywhere in the Marvarg Empire, but it does sound pretty brutal from what I've heard.
Oh, never go, my dear. Nothing in Marvarg you can't find bigger, better, and shinier in Petrard.
I would just keep talking to him. 'Cause I'm not going to waste anything on him.
Oh, for goodness sake, let's get on with it already. Do I really need to announce myself all over again? What the devil does one send an envoy for? Who do you think you are, peasant, to hold up the likes of me? I am off
dare
to
you.
marry, and in doing so create the most powerful union this world has ever known. The sooner you realize your place, the better.
Excuse me? Now I ought to deny you.
I'm sorry. This is my dad's post. I'm just here filling in. I'm trying my best.
Ugh, incompetence at every turn. First, the grunt workers managed to get themselves blown up by a wayward bottle of Petrardian fizzy, and now this. This week has been so hard for me.
Oh, boo-hoo, poor you. And we'll let you in because I know that that's who you are.
And with that, it is off to face the princess and destiny. Before I go, can you spot me a $5? I'm afraid I left my wallet in my other pants.
No, sorry. No.
Is it that you don't have the money, or that you don't want to lend it to me?
It would be that one, because you're a jerk. Don't want to, don't have it. I'll go with don't have it.
Not terribly surprising, a lower-class working type. Besides, look at this dump. I'm amazed you even have enough power to keep the lights on.
Oh, that's rude.
Never mind. I'll find someone a bit more well-heeled to help me.
I'm gonna punch him in his smug face. You admitted the Crown Prince of Petrard, but you didn't spot him $5, which is your right. I wonder if that would have got me the full medal if I would have done that.
Good day. I traveled up here with the convoy what was bringing Prince Phineas to the Sprawl. I'm not staying long. Just need a place for tonight before I head back to Petrard.
Oh, your box is sus. I'll talk to you for a second.
I was hired to come along with the convoy in case anything broke down on the way, in case repairs were needed on any of the equipment or transport. The prince doesn't exactly travel light. 3 carriages of wardrobe changes alone. To be honest, I don't get to the Sprawl often. Too many mages around these parts for my liking.
I totally believe
I'm
him.
sure they were glad to have you as a personal insurance policy.
I don't know if I'd go that far. If they didn't absolutely need to hire someone to make sure the prince was here bright and early, they surely would not have. Wouldn't spend a penny on their dying aunt, the Pomp family.
Okay, now I do trust him because he works with the prince, but let's go ahead and do an x-ray. Scan his thing there.
That toolkit was handed down to me by my great aunt Gildy, one of the finest restorers of beauty this world has ever known. A kit like this in the right hands, and there's nothing you can't do.
Oh, I don't get a look at it? Oh, well, I'm not going to take his toolkit. I mean, it's obvious he's a mechanic, so.
He's better than I would.
I appreciate it, especially coming from a fellow tool enthusiast.
Tool enthusiast?
You got your own awesome toolkit there, and I bet you love using it as much as I do mine. Tell you what, if there's anything you need fixing, I'd be happy to take a look for you.
As a matter of fact, the jukebox at the Twisted Sisters Tavern has been on the fritz for ages now.
Oddly enough, fixing fritzy jukeboxes is my specialty. I'll go there straight away and you'll be boogieing before you can sing a chorus of Hey Nani Nani.
I don't understand what any of that meant, but great.
Okay, well, I mean, that kind of worked out in our favor, but...
If I could have afforded to stay home, I would have. But they made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so to speak.
Was it a threat? A horse's head in your bed?
Nope, just a big heaping pile of money. The king and queen are desperate for the prince to secure the hand of Princess Desdemona. The future prosperity of Petrard depends on it. To be frank, the whole kingdom is flat broke. This is their only chance, to marry rich.
I guess that explains the big deal everyone's making out of this whole let's marry the princess off thing. Shouldn't she have some kind of say in the matter?
Now that is something seriously worth considering.
Okay, I trust him. We'll go ahead and let him in.
I thank you for this respite for the evening. I'm certainly glad I don't have to head all the way back to Petrard tonight.
So it's going to affect whatever happens in this brawl.
By the way, do you know of a good inn nearby?
No better place than the Twisted Sisters Tavern. Not a classic beauty, but she'll get you where you need to go.
My kind of establishment. I'll see you there.
Oh, good. We got full score on him. So you two enthusiasts need to stick together.
Sprankles!
A small group of black-clad folk approach the shed, weeping and moaning.
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo.
Oh, Sprankles. Weep, weep, weep. We are returning from the funeral services for Sprankles. Oh, no! The service was held in the Duchy of Scarborough, but the, remains are being interred at St. Euphigenia's Pet Cemetery here in the Sprawl. Sprankles loved visiting her friends at St. Euphigenia's.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
We do not have a pet cemetery suitable for such an entry in the Duchy of Scarborough.
What exactly is a duchy?
It is a parcel of land under the purview of a duke or duchess. Scarborough is the duchy controlled by Her Grace, the Duchess of Scarborough. Present? And it is a far nicer duchy than some. For instance, the Duchy of Caladar. Caladar! What a dump!
Should I use the truth serum or the x-ray? I feel like I should use the x-ray and see what's in the coffin. Unless they put the cat's remains in a bag.
What's this then?
That's dust.
Of course it is. There's a corpse in there after all.
No, pixie dust. It's an illegal narcotic used by layabouts and no-goodniks. What on earth is it doing inside Sprankles?
I confess, I've been holding this inside for too long. I was approached by a weird guy who tricked me into smuggling illegal pixie dust into the sprawl for him. He was holding the ball in his foot. Who does that? I plead guilty, Your Honor,
Malcolm.
on the grounds of I did it.
I'm not a judge, you know.
Oh,
But I'll leave it to the courts to deal with this. The rest of you, pack up your dead cat and be on your way.
Okay, so I only got to do 2 things with them.
All right, have fun burying your cat.
We shall.
Sprankles will be so happy at St. Euphigenia's. I just know it. Thank you, my dear. Sprankles thanks you.
Oh, good. And that's how you x-ray your way to success.
Okay, you did a sting. You foiled a drug smuggler bringing narcotic-grade pixie dust into the sprawl inside the casket of a dead cat. What a weird day. Good job.
Phew, I made it. Listen, I gotta get in there. The whole team came through a while ago, and the game is about to start. We all good?
And you are...
You're kidding, right? Come on, I'm Saruna Goodfoot, the Star Troll Goblin Ball player for the Kaladar Lightning. I don't have time for games right now. I gotta get to the stadium and win us a game. Come on, the big Goblin Ball game starts in 30 minutes. My stupid personal driver had to take a detour to get here. What more do you want me to say?
I know what you mean. Personal drivers can really be an inconvenience sometimes.
Oh, you have your own personal driver?
No, and that's what's so inconvenient about it.
I mean, she is dressed like it, but... Let's try the truth spray.
This game is gonna be a tough one today. There's a lot of people betting on your Sprawl Brawlers to win. Even my own dad is betting against my team. But I'm not gonna let him have the satisfaction of winning his bet. This win is for all the times you've annoyed or minorly inconvenienced me, Dad.
Well, just tell him the truth.
Can we move this along?
Now I hate that I
I'm the
wasted my
starting
potion.
pro and the team needs me to wipe the floor with those pathetic Sprawl Brawlers. They're such a horrible team. I bet we could win even without my lucky second sweatband.
What lucky second sweatband?
This lucky second sweatband.
I don't really want it.
Thanks. I'll definitely need this to win the big game today.
Because I'm going to give it back and bet on the opposite team. I'm going to go ahead and let her in.
Thanks. Now to wipe the floor with those lousy Sprawl Brawlers. When you hear the crowd cheer my name, you'll know it's for me.
Well, duh.
You admitted the star player, the Kaladar Lightning. With her, they are nearly unstoppable. So that means I can bet on that team because it didn't say I had to bet on the Sprawlers.
Greetings! I am Praetor Kargan of the
You are not.
Empire. I believe you met my envoy, the angry warrior with the head in the bag. She would have come by this gate to announce my arrival. I demand you let me pass immediately. Quapla.
It's Kapla, and I definitely know you're not her because you do not look
Why do you
anything like
pester me
her.
with questions? I am a very important royal figure, and I must enter your city to meet your princess.
Don't
and
have the
marry
picture
her.
anymore, but I
Now Let me
remember.
be gone, child. Quack black.
Just a few more routine procedures. You understand.
Please hurry. I do not like to be kept waiting.
I'll use the bowl. I really want to use this and see what it does.
Ah, ouch! I do not fear the dainty crack of a whip. If I was afraid of whips, I'd have never made it in the tango.
You mean ballet, right?
Of course! Don't you think I remember what form of dance almost killed me?
Your envoy said you had a message for the princess? What was that message again?
My message? Oh, it's Iki Bok Choi Flanagan Mok Tok. It means, together we shall be married.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And not real. It's Kapla, because it sounded like Klingon.
How long did it take you to learn a second language?
Not that long. It wasn't hard to learn Marvalgian. I mean, this language we're currently speaking.
Yeah, you're not getting in.
But I am the prattler!
It's Praetor, and no, you're not.
What on earth are you doing?
Since when are you exercising independent thought? I don't care what your opinion of them is. If they're the real Praetor Kargan, then let them through at once. Is that clear?
They're not. Deny, yes.
You've made a powerful enemy today, little girl. You'll soon feel the wrath of an entire empire. Quaplort and goodbye.
Yeah, I know you're not her. You saw through the old fake Praetor routine from a mile away. Who does she think you are? Someone who can't see through the old fake Praetor routine? Pff, amateur. Okay, we're on our last person of the day. That's the real one.
Little warrior, I am weary after a long journey, and I am not used to being made to wait in a lineup. Let me pass on my way. I must rest before I meet your princess in order to win her hand and bring honor to my people.
This seems more legit. This may seem like a strange request, but would you mind saying your famous battle cry for me?
You mean Kapla?
That's the one.
I would hope that my stunning war cry is sufficient to being granted entry immediately.
Well, I mean, maybe, but...
I have just arrived from the ballet, and it was a long and brutal affair. Indeed, the smell of the ballet is still fresh in my nostrils. A fine successor has been chosen in that glorious trial by combat. My Allah will make a fine praetor when I finally fall in battle.
I'm sure that my Allah will do your people proud as future praetor. Kapla?
Well said, little warrior. Perhaps one day I will see you at the ballet.
To be honest, that makes me want to throw up.
You would not be the first nor last to spill your guts at the ballet.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and talk
As
to
I
her.
approached the border of the sprawl, I picked up on the tracks of a Petrardian convoy. Unless I am very much mistaken, that was the convoy of Prince Phineas Pomp, who I have heard rumors is also laying claim to the hand of Princess Desdemona. Weakling. He refuses to fight for her honor, and instead we must talk and negotiate. Why talk when you could dance?
Whoa, that's some pretty impressive tracking skill. I let Prince Phineas in through this very gate earlier this shift.
You are a Petrardian sympathizer?
That's called doing my job.
I'm guardsman here. I'm Switzerland, baby.
I'm neutral.
Try my patience, little warrior. My blood boils with the thrill of the ballet, and if you are not careful, I may ask you to dance with me. Now let me pass. I grow weary, and I wish to rest before matching wits with that witless Petrardian.
My apologies, Praetor. There was another person at the gate moments ago who pretended to be you.
An impostor? Who would dare represent themselves as Praetor Kargan? No time for rest. The hunt begins.
Okay, so we'll let her in.
And thus I truly begin my quest to marry Princess Desdemona and bring a generation of prosperity to the Marvog Empire. You, little warrior, will have a footnote in history for this encounter. For victory. For Marvog. Kapla!
Kapla. You admitted Praetor Kargav of the Margrave Empire, and thus she truly begins her quest to marry Princess. You get the idea. Damn. Due to your good performance, 3.5, you were paid 20 gold for this shift. You admitted the Crown Prince of Petrard, but you didn't spot him at $5, which is... You're right. Okay, yeah, they're just gonna go through it. Okay, so we have to go make a bet for our father.
Thank you for coming to my booth today. I'm here taking a poll on what the new name for the stadium should be.
What's wrong with the Goblin Ball Stadium?
It's a little on the nose. The owners want a little more pizzazz in the title, and you don't get pizzazz without taking polls, or poll-zazz as I call it. Care to give your opinion?
Actually, I've really got to be...
Great. What one word would you use to describe Goblin Ball?
Exciting, boring, I don't know. Let's go with exciting.
Perfect. And the stadium, you would say it's,
Coliseum, ditch with chairs, whatever. Looks kind of like a coliseum.
Excellent. And finally, you come to the stadium mostly for...
Sports, overpriced food. It has washrooms. I'm gonna go with overpriced food.
Okay, that is super. Your input will be tallied with the others. Thank you very much for your time today.
Hey, it's the guy with the hat.
This hat...
Still hasn't found his hat he wanted.
As my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Concessions, come and get them. We got it all. T-shirts, hats, food, drink, illegal gambling, commemorative foam fingers. You there. What can I get for you today?
Did you say illegal gambling?
I sure did. You interested?
I'm 12.
Hey, it's illegal anyways. What's the difference? You want to bet on who's going to win the big game?
I can't be any worse at this than my dad, so sure, why not?
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about?
Let's do
The home
$4
team
first.
hasn't been doing too well at home lately. A lot of people are still angry at him after that game with the foul and the points got reinstated. They're more of an away team, but they're a shoo-in to win today. If the other team didn't have that ringer Saruna Goodfoot playing for them. You sure you want to bet on them?
No.
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about?
Kaladar Lightning.
They're not the best team in the game, but they got a real ringer playing for them. Saruna Goodfoot. Boy, when she gets going, you can't stop her. You sure you want to bet on them?
Yes, I'm gonna bet on them.
How much you looking to gamble?
I'm gonna do 30, like my father said. Yes.
All right, kid. Your bet is in. Good luck.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
Oh, cool. We can go in there.
After one of the most chaotic third quarters I've ever seen, complete with the rare capture of the Golden Mongoose, this is still anybody's game. But look, Kaladar star player Saruna Goodfoot has taken possession of the wagon wheel and she hurls it. And it's passed through the flaming gates. That's the game, folks. Too bad, Sprawl Brawlers, but that is certainly one for the record books for Saruna Goodfoot and the Kaladar Lightning.
Give me my money.
Lucky guess, kid. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
I should have bid more then. I didn't know I could do it then.
Come back next time for all...
Okay, let's go to the Twisted Sisters Tavern. Oh no, it's the little guy.
This place has been a little quiet lately. If only we had a few more dwarven customers come through here. They can fix anything. Ah, well, back to listening to the gentle scurrying of the rat, the tiddling of Emma in the kitchen.
I did it. I quit my job as lackey to that awful man. And when I mentioned it to someone at the bus stop, they gave me a sock. And I have no idea why. Just one sock.
Because you're not a
even
house elf.
pair. What am I supposed to do with one sock? Oh, I made a terrible mistake.
Guess I can't talk to the other sister.
If it isn't my little gate guard friend. Of all the taverns and all the towns and all the world.
Yeah. Hello again, Mr. Dwarf.
This jukebox doesn't work.
Yeah, it's been broken for ages.
I told you that.
Looks like the cables have been chewed right through.
Must have been the rats.
Yuck. Rats?
Not a classic beauty, natural erosion.
I mean, natural erosion.
Natural erosion my left foot. Anyway, I can fix that for you.
That would be wonderful.
For a price.
Ugh, of course.
Crap. Okay, how much are we talking about here?
15 gold should do it.
Live without music, pay the dwarf. Let's go ahead and do it.
Alright, it's a deal.
Beauty. See, that's the wonderful thing about knowing how to fix things. Never goes out of style. Not like those bloody mages.
How long is this gonna take?
Listen, lady. Patience is a virtue.
Not right now, is it?
There you go. That should give the old girl a few more years.
Thanks, Mr. Dwarf.
Don't mention it. Now, leave me to enjoy my ale.
Now that's better.
Oh, we don't want any music right now. Can I not talk to this sister?
Thanks again for getting the jukebox working.
And why don't you give me my money back? That would be nice. Smells coming out of the dumpster. Indestructible.
Well, if it isn't my favorite pint-sized Lil Guardsman Lil. You just missed the guards from down at the east gate. They almost cleaned me out, but I promise I saved a few goodies just in case you happened by. Gee, thanks. Take a look.
Ugh, everything's so expensive. I'll just save it, because I think we get a couple of the gems during the day, or it could have just been during the week. I'm not sure. We'll find out. I want to save my money, because I don't have that much, and my dad might ask for the money back, so...
I think I've done everything I need to do. But are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Hit the hay. Okay, so Prince Phineas. Upon entering the sprawl, Prince Phineas presented himself at the court to the princess, but because you didn't lend him a fiver, he was not able to double it in a game of beer pong at the Basilisk Club, which he could have then tripled participating in the Leaky Downspout arm wrestling tournament. Maybe it's for the best. Dwarven Tinkerer. The Dwarven Tinkerer left his interaction with Lil the Guardsman with a spring in his step. The connection you made in a time of increasing intolerance towards non-humans made him think that perhaps rumors of bigotry in the sprawl had been greatly exaggerated. Unfortunately, just before heading up to bed in his room at the inn, he took in the night air and chanced upon a group of young men leaving the social club for the Sons of Nobles clubhouse. They were able to overpower him and stuff him into a garbage can. He was found the next morning without his recently discovered faith in humanity. Duchy of Scarborough. The Duchess of Scarborough, her valet, and their entourage made it to St. Ephigenia's just in time for the solemn event of Sprankle's funeral. There was not a dry eye in the house, nor a dry crotch when it came to the cats in attendance who commemorated the event by cleaning themselves through the Duchess' moving eulogy. The smuggler was apprehended and promptly sent to the dungeon. Unfortunately, he escaped sometime between midnight and 2 a.m. with the help of his mysterious contact on the inside, whose office happened to be just down the hall from that particular cell. Saruna Goodfoot, invigorated by their win thanks to their captain and her lucky second sweatband, the jubilant Kalidar lightning of players set fire to a cart full of hay. The fire spread to the neighboring warehouse, which was full of coloring books bound for St. Euphigenia's Home for Orphans and other unwanted ragamuffins. Aren't team sports just the best? Praetor Kargan, the fake praetor that you very wisely turned away, took their shtick on the road and was eventually picked up by the Margrave authorities for impersonating their beloved praetor. She was later sentenced to perform in the next ballet, lovingly called The Nutcracker. Praetor Kargan, after the indignity of standing in line like a commoner and being subjected to the normal process and procedures at the castle gate, the praetor had to hurry to the palace where they presented themselves to the court. Her status meant that everyone in attendance made a significant fuss, but she could tell that she wasn't bringing her A game and would have to make up for less than perfect first impression in the coming days. Okay, got the achievement Let's Play Goblin Ball, completed level 3. We're on level 4.
For all your hard-hitting, high-octane extreme sports highlights and recaps, you're listening to the #1 sports station in the sprawl. Now here's Gabbin' 'Bout Goblin Ball with your hosts, Rhonda and Peg.
Oh, Rhonda, what about the outcome of last night's game, the Brawlers and the Lightning?
Oh, Peg, you don't want to get me started on that.
But I do.
First, the big news. They finally decided on the new name for the Goblin Ball Stadium.
After months of in-person and in-creature polling, the most popular name as voted by the Sprawl appears to be the Exciting Coliseum for Overpriced Food.
I like it.
I hate it.
We're split down the middle. Let us know what you think by calling the station at 555-21.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an urgent announcement. It has just been reported that Princess Desdemona, the sole heir of late King Oswin and sovereign successor to the throne, has been reported missing early this morning.
She probably ran away.
In the wake of her mysterious disappearance, the Guard Corps and City Council are scrambling to maintain order over the city. All other radio programs have been canceled until further notice. I'm Manuel Mentiroso, waiting quietly by the microphone for any new information.
I have a feeling she ran away because she does not want the to be stuck into an arranged marriage.
Whoa, someone's in a rush. Where are you headed to, my little rocket?
Sorry, sir, can't talk. Gotta go down to the guard shed to work for my... Wait a minute. Dad? What are you doing here? I thought you'd be running errands for Stryker or Malcolm or whoever. Do you have the day off?
I wish. Since Princess Desdemona went missing, Councilwoman Ash is really cracking the whip. She's got me pulling double duty, doing her little odd jobs and tasks. She's acting like she runs the place.
Then what are you doing here?
I missed you. I guess I just wanted to come check in.
You want your money.
Don't worry. Nobody knows that your daughter is covering for you at work.
It's not about that. I mean, that's great and all, but are you holding up okay?
I'm fine. Joke about hair loss. It's been tough. Let's do a joke.
I'm not the one losing my hair.
Yeah, who'd have thought not working at the gate would be the thing to stress me out more?
Dad, if you didn't end up working at the gate because your dad did, and his dad did, and his dad did, what would you have wanted to be?
You know, nobody's ever asked me that before. Well, nobody since your mother.
What did you tell her you wanted to be?
A father.
You're just saying all this because the princess is missing and you're feeling all sentimental.
All right, I'll stop. I'm just happy to see you're here.
Not for long. I'm due down at the shed.
And I'm off to take down any goblin-friendly signage and pro-non-human literature across the sprawl. Not sure why, but then again, mine is not to ask, just to do as I'm told.
We are so alike in so many ways.
So long. See you at the tavern if I get off in time.
See you, Dad.
That's sweet.
Oh, Stryker. Attention!
God, is this it? Did I pull a real Randy and mess up so badly you had to come down here yourself and fire me?
Soldier, it's nothing like that. You did not pull a Randy.
Thank God.
I'm here to personally approve the upgrade of the Wicked 3000. With the princess missing and between you and me, the council's increased paranoia, the jail lever has been reinstated. You can get back in your chair now.
Another lever means more work for me. Does that mean I get a pay raise?
Probably
That's
not.
hilarious. Seriously funny stuff. No, but now instead of determining who should enter or be denied from the sprawl, you also must correctly identify criminal threats and jail them. Any questions?
Great. Yes,
How
how?
will I figure out who to deny and who to jail?
Let's use a real-life example. Someone you've seen already. This
Jail.
criminal is best known for burning down orphanages full of sleeping children. What do you do?
Jailer?
Good work, soldier. Just denying her would not protect the surrounding villages. And what's to stop her from going to the next gate and getting lucky with a guard like Randy? That's all I have to say about that. Any further questions?
Yes, personal.
Well, I've got you. Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Well, I grew up a military brat. My father was a general for the princess's grandfather, King Artemis. Wait, why am I telling you this? You received your briefing, now do your duty.
And just when I thought we were bonding.
Okay, so the royal writ for the day. Due to a sudden and unexplained absence of the princess, visitors should be thoroughly vetted and harassed. I mean questioned. And don't be afraid to use that delicious new jail lever, Striker. The city's morale has hit an all-time low today. Anyone from the entertainment sector should be bumped to the front of the line. We're instituting a severe cutback on non-human entrance to the sprawl. Secondhand intelligence suggests that a goblin was behind the princess's disappearance. Therefore, we're issuing a blanket no goblins allowed policy this week. In fact, I'll pay 12 gold for every goblin I see in the dungeon by the end of your shift. Ash. Ooh, nice. Be on the lookout for would-be heroes and vigilantes wanting to offer their assistance in search and rescue efforts for the princess. The High Council of Sprawl have their own plans to ensure the princess's safe return. This princess thing. People are going nuts. Have you heard about that crazy no goblins policy allowed? Let's dial that back to a more comfortable one goblin allowed. At the very least, it'll bug Councilwoman Ash Malcolm by royal decree. Well, I'm kind of half tempted just to put them in jail so I get the extra 10. Oh, good. I did get some. Okay. So let's go ahead and fill... Let's see. I got 5 altogether, so we'll just do 1 for each. Because honestly, I used that one on the X-ray, and it didn't do me any good because I didn't get to see inside it, so... We'll just stick to the basic one for now. Why is he pixelated?
Hello there. My name is Buttface. I'm a farmer from Firewall Canyon, a quaint little town just on the other side of the sprawl. I am coming into town today to sell produce I have grown with my own 2 hands from land that was left to me by my great goblin uncle in his will. His dying wish was that I restore the family farm to its former glory. At least, I think that is what it says. He did not have the best handwriting.
Sorry. Did you say your name was Buttface?
Yes, I did. It is certainly not what I would have chosen to fill 8 characters. I would have liked Spencer 1 or even Quincy Hart. But you cannot choose your own name, am I right?
He's suspicious just because he is bit looking.
Gotta expand and sell my produce in new markets. The old farm has not been doing too well as of late. I am afraid I have put my priorities into other areas like foraging and fishing. I am quite horrible at growing vegetables, but I am your goblin if you need someone to gather pine cones.
I'm sure you can turn things around. All it takes is a little hard work.
Maybe a little too much hard work. I am not sure I am cut out for the farming life. Just look at this rice I grew.
Thank you.
Please take it. No one would buy it from me anyway.
Be hilarious, like if it was worth a crap ton of money. You got a bag of low-quality rice.
Aside from farming, I often fill my time talking and giving gifts to the townsfolk and other strangers I meet. Like I did with you on the bag of rice. This helps me gain favor and friendships, with the eventual goal of falling in love and getting married. I have not been successful at it yet. I do not think anyone likes the gifts I have given them.
Because you're not real, man.
I don't think you're gonna find a bride by giving out lame bags of rice.
Would you prefer a pine cone?
No.
No.
No, I really don't.
On some days, I go on adventure in the caves. The caves that are filled with monsters and ghosts and bugs and bats and all sorts of scary things. I hate going in there, but everybody says it is necessary. I do not think it is necessary. I think it is terrifying. Please do not make me go in there again. You cannot make me.
Oh, I'll make you alright.
If you don't want to go in there, don't. It's time you took control of your own destiny.
That is easy for you to say. You got to choose your name.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, I'm gonna follow the rules, and we're gonna jail him. Because I want the extra money.
Listen, I'm under strict rules not to let goblins in today, so I'm gonna have to throw you in jail.
Is the jail on the other side of this gate?
Yes?
Then technically
That's
you
okay.
are letting me inside it.
No, I'm technically... Stop poking holes in the logic.
Are you seriously throwing me in jail?
Mm-hmm.
Hasta la vista, buttface.
You received 12 gold for sending a goblin to prison. Look, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. So you're pretty callous and heartless sending him to the dungeon, but Councilwoman Ash was quite insistent, so good job.
Magic lovers of the sprawl, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Edward, the great magician! Alakazoo, Alakazee! And I appear! Thank you! Thank you! Wait a second, this doesn't look like a little kid's birthday party. Oh wait, there's one! Excuse me, are you Becky Schneiderman? Is this your birthday party?
I'm sitting in a hot shed all alone. Which, isn't actually as bad as some of the birthdays I've had.
Then I'm in the right spot. Can't believe I found my way here, especially without my glasses.
Okay, now there was something about entertainers, wasn't there? Yeah, anyone from the entertainment sector should be bumped to the front of the line.
So, Becky the birthday girl, sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed by me, the Edward the Great.
Wait, but I'm not... Actually, I want to see where this is going.
Now, for my first trick, please pick a number between 1 and 7.
1 and 7. Why aren't all the numbers there? I wanted to pick 5. Let's go 3.
Was the number that you're thinking of the number 6?
No.
Nope. What else do you do?
I did almost pick 6, but...
This has been great, Eddie, but I gotta come clean. I'm not Becky Schnauzenholder or whatever. My name is Lil, and this is a guard shed, and you haven't even made it into the city yet.
What? Oh, rats. Come on, the Edward, get it together. This is all because I couldn't see where I was trying to get to. Now I'm going to be super late for this kid's party.
You're not late. You're building suspense.
Well, if I build too much of it, I won't get my 40 gold and slice of birthday cake.
I feel like he has something tucked in his pants. I don't know why. And look, I know how weird that sounds, me saying that, but I really do. So I'm going to use the metal detector on him. I felt like he had something in his pants.
Ah, so you're interested in the metal rings. They're a part of the great linking and unlinking rings illusion. I'd show you the trick, but I can't seem to get them off my belt.
That's it? Oh. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and let him in because he is an entertainer. Even though he's a bad one. Might entertain some people.
Ever since I pulled a bouquet of flowers from my parents' garden shop out of my sleeve, I knew I wanted to be a magician. And you're making this dream come true for me. Now, I just need to figure out how to get there without being able to read the street signs.
Where the hell are your glasses?
Alakazoo, I'm going to be very late.
Maybe I should have done the x-ray and see if I saw his glasses on him. Probably should have done the x-ray. Yeah, I only got 2 on that one. This magician had a booking to get to, and the sprawl needs joy at a time like this. But since he didn't have his glasses, he didn't do a very good job providing that joy. I should have used the x-ray. Damn it. That was like the worst I've done so far.
Hello!
Oh, that's sus.
Hi.
Hello! We would like to enter. I would like to enter the sprawl, please.
And you are?
Magnus the Magnificent, renowned member of the Mages Guild. Surely you have heard of me.
Dude's voice sounds familiar.
What business do you have in town today, Magnus?
At the Great Library, there is an incantation in Sir,
Bartholomew Inglebrook.
Wait a minute.
Bartholomew Inglebrook's third treatise on the,
Lunar implications.
Wait, isn't that the woman from last time?
Implications for plant magic that becomes
Actually, I'm glad I didn't use the
twice a
X-ray.
year. I must see it with my own eyes.
What the hell was that?
What was what?
You really struggled to get that out. I'm not convinced you know what you're talking about.
Well, you don't sound like you know what you're talking about either.
Oh, good one. It's 2 goblins, so it's not the girl from earlier. It might have just been her voice actor.
You got us. We're goblins through and through. We're meeting up with a couple other gobbos to talk about what's going on in this city for folks like us.
What does that mean?
The princess goes missing, and all of a sudden there's a no-goblin order in the sprawl? What's that about?
Maybe a goblin kidnapped the princess?
I'd like to see the proof of that.
Why are you in your underwear?
Needless to say, goblins are getting some especially unfair treatment all of a sudden, and there's this group called the Goblin Liberation Army that's putting down roots in the city.
Don't tell her, we'll get in trouble.
It's okay, Gary. Look, kid, if you let us in, I'll give you the address and the password so you can come see for yourself tonight.
A secret password for a liberation army? What if I don't believe you?
Are you kidding me? We put our asses on the line telling you all that. I can't believe these humans.
Julian, calm down. Here, come to the meeting. It'll really open your eyes to what's going on. Just let us in and you can see for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I could, but I could also get what would... If I get it per goblin, that would be 24 gold. So we're just gonna jail them.
Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna get punished for letting 2 rebel goblins in on No Goblin Day. It's straight to jail for you.
Oh no, please don't do this. We just wanted to see some friends. You're blowing this way out of proportion.
Forget it, Gary. We're just a couple goblins in a human world.
We're sorry. We're sorry. Oh, we're boned.
Look, goblins don't have any redeeming factors. And nothing ever. They're always evil. So you made the harsh and unpopular decision to toe the company line and throw 2 would-be rebels in jail. Ash is very proud of you. I'm just glad I got that gold. That's what it's all about. So my father can continue his gambling habit.
Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world.
Why is
My
your mouth
journeys
open like
across
that?
This land have brought me here to your doors. What a sweet fortune have in store for me today. That I do not know. But it's a hell of a ride, let me tell you.
I don't even know what to make of him.
Where have you journeyed here from?
You really want to know?
Yeah, tell me.
Oh, I've been around for a spell, always on the move. From the mountains north of Petrard, the great desert in the south of Marvog, along the crystal shores of Lake Inez, past the dread Castle Caladar, and the quaint farmlands of Fireball Canyon. I've wandered through all of these many, many times, but for my money, there's no place like the Sprawl. People everywhere you look leading their busy lives. Every once in a while, stop to take in how beautiful it all is. You can't buy that, little sister.
You seem like a very easygoing dude.
Well, my little dudette, life's been pretty good to me. Not as if someone peed on my rug.
Is that a common expression?
It is where I come from.
Really don't know what to make of this guy.
Word on the street is Princess Desdemona has disappeared. Some say kidnapped, some say run away.
That's what I think.
I think she ran away.
Whatever did happen, it has truly bummed me out. I've got more to say if you've got the ears to listen.
Sure, why not?
Princess Desdemona is the living legacy of the great peace brought by her late father, King Oswin. And already the fires of war are being fanned on all sides.
Doubtful questioning.
Do you really think war is on the horizon?
Oh, yes. But then again, what do I know? Just an old wizard wandering from town to town looking for a little bit of joy to put in my pocket.
But everyone I've met seems so happy.
You remind me of a younger version of myself, little sister. Maybe cooler heads will prevail, but history doesn't have many examples of that. There's a lot of pressure to fill the void left by the death of King Oswin. Just keep your eyes open is all I'm saying.
Let's try this on him.
Ooh, that's a particularly potent blend right there. Tasty, a little sweet, with just enough bitter finish to keep you coming back for more.
Are you gonna tell me your deepest, darkest secrets now?
Secrets way down the soul, little sister. I have no secrets. My life is an open book.
Well, can you tell me something interesting anyway? I mean, I did spend an action point on the damn truth spray.
Sure thing, kid. Let me tell you some history. After King Oswin died, it didn't take long for would-be successors to start lining up. 3 in particular, a young headstrong counselor, a battle-hardened lieutenant in the Guard Corps, and the court jester, although I don't know if anyone took him seriously
Ash,
or not.
Malcolm, and Stryker.
These 3 have been battling for control of the Sprawl for years now.
But what about the princess? She's next in line.
True, but at the time she was just a kid. Now she's grown, but I fear that these outside forces are using her as a pawn.
We'll let him in. He seems harmless.
I'm a leaf in the wind, little sister, and you are a gentle breeze guiding me along my way.
And there it is. I've reached my limit with you.
Right you are. Hasta la vista, baby.
I wonder what I needed to do to get the full one. So based on his reaction, he seemed fine with your decision.
Lil, you've got to close down the shed for the day and come with me immediately.
Who are you again? What's happening? I can't remember his name, but he's another
Princess
guardsman.
Desdemona has disappeared, right?
Yes.
Good. Any other week, the royal advisors might have given her a day or two before sounding the alarm. But with the mucky mugs from Petrard and Marvog in town, we have to get her back before things around here get any worse.
I hope nothing bad happened to her, but what does any of this have to do with me?
I asked my boss the same thing. In fact, I said, why the hell would they need that piece of... You know, that's not important now.
Rude.
Do what you have to do to close up shop here, and then you're coming downtown to the city council chambers with me.
I almost feel like this is a bad thing. Oh, at least I got the 3 stars. So do your job performance of 3.25. You were paid 20 gold for this shift. Plus I got all the extra from the goblins, so... I know, that was awful, but... Oh well. Oh, I guess I could have rewound and did the entertainer again.
Hello?
Uh-oh, what's this?
Is anyone there? Can
I think
somebody
Malcolm's
tell
up
me
at the
why
top.
I've been summoned?
Lilith, guardian of the southern gate, step forward into the light.
That sounds like my father. Is this a game show?
What is this? Who are you? Can somebody please tell me what exactly is going on here?
Lil, you have been chosen.
To play the hit game.
I knew it was a game show.
Sprawl. That's right. It's time for... So you think you can save a princess?
Oh, God.
What the hell is going on?
That's right, Lil. Today you're getting the chance to send one of these lucky adventurers on the escapade of a lifetime.
Oh, no.
To search for and rescue your beloved Princess Desdemona.
Why do I have to pick?
I didn't ask to do this.
And let's find out who those lucky adventurers are. Adventurer number 1 is a hard-headed, go-getting warrior from the desert plains of the alluring Marvog Empire. Please welcome Neil Warkiller. Adventurer number 2 is a nomad by nature, mage by profession, who likes the rain and getting caught in a pina colada. It's Articulous Flamehands. And finally, adventurer number 3. You might recognize this thief from their wanted poster. Wanted dead or alive for looking so darn good. Let's hear it for Perry Shoutson.
Oh, he's wanted because he's so handsome. Is that what it is?
I still don't fully understand what's happening.
And no heroic voyager would be complete without a shadowy figure pulling the strings from the darkness.
Of course.
So let's welcome
Yep,
our sponsors,
there's Ash
Lieutenant
and Striker.
Councilwoman Ash, and Court Jester Malcolm.
I'm rooting for you. Might makes right.
Focus and the day will be ours. Information is power.
Aim for the knees and bite, bite, bite!
Now, Lil, you're going to get the chance to ask these adventurers a series of questions to determine their suitability for this quest. At the end of the 3rd round, you choose the winner of the grand prize, being sent on a perilous mission to save the princess, a few guaranteed brushes with death, and a coupon for an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's, home of the soup.
Oh, all right. Sign me up. All you can eat soup.
Dad does love Monty's. Let's do this.
Round 1. Oh my goodness.
All right, Lil, what would you like to ask our trio of intrepid would-be heroes?
Perfect rescue, origin story, favorite ice cream. Let's go with perfect rescue.
What's your idea of a perfect rescue?
And who would you like to ask?
Let's ask the mage.
It begins with me vaporizing a few low-level luckies on the type. Then we build to a dramatic face-off with a superior villain. Lightning flashes, mythical beasts are summoned and dispatched, all the fireworks come out. I cast a transfiguration spell, turning our would-be kidnapper into a small cricket. Or a mouse, or anything really. It just has to be small, so I can keep it with me as a reminder of my awesome powers.
You can ask another adventurer if you like.
Let's ask the rogue.
2 words. Smoke bombs. Makes everything so much cooler. Best heists are ones where they don't even realize they are being robbed. Ocean's 11 style, baby.
Okay, round 2.
And your second question is?
Waylaid by bandits, deal with magic users. Perfect first date. Oh my god, I want to say it so bad. Because it feels like one of those old dating shows. But how's that going to help me decide? Let's go with deal with magic users. Oh, she didn't read it. You encounter an enemy party of magic users. One of them casts a level 3 magic missile spell. What do you do?
And who's that one for?
Let's ask the warrior.
Magic users. They fill me with rage. And in that berserking rage, I can shrug off any kind of missile they may throw my way.
I like his voice.
I rip out the throat of the first, so the coward cannot warn their coward friends. Before the rest know what has hit them, I have. I pile the bodies of the dead fools high in the air and burn them as a warning to all others who would dare get in my way.
Okay.
You can ask another adventurer if you like.
Let's ask the rogue.
If you think a bunch of pointy hats are getting the jump on me, you got another thing coming. But okay, let's suppose some Penn and Teller wannabes do get me in their sights. Just watch these dodge skills. I'm over here now. And now I'm here. And now I'm back where I started. Blink of an eye. I'm like Nightcrawler over here.
That answer unearthed the full extent of your incompetence. I was ready to wow the child with mine. Let's stick to the format, folks. There's a rich tradition we're preserving here. Please, wait your turn.
A warrior does not wait his or her turn. He or she acts.
All right, Neil, calm down now.
Uh-oh.
You are gaslighting me and the berserker spirits of my ancestors, Mike Melroy.
Uh-oh, looks like the warrior has entered the heightened state of berserker mode. Lil, which contestant do you think will be able to get us out of this dilly of a pickle?
I don't know. The mage.
Neil, keep it together for just a few more seconds. You, what's your favorite animal?
Squirrel, moose, sparrow. Let's say sparrow.
Neil, look at this little fella.
I feel the blood rage calming. I can't murder everyone present in front of something so small and perfect. I am calm.
Whew. I'm glad you didn't pick anything larger than a bread box. I'm not licensed for that. Due to that unscheduled outburst, we are a little tight for time. Lil, do we squeeze in one more round, or are you feeling ready to choose?
Freak out, one more round. Let's get this over with. Let's do one more round.
I think I got one more round in me.
Because I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards the mage. Because he did calm the warrior down. Plans after rescue, prophet dream, favorite childhood memory. Let's go with plans after rescue.
What are your plans after you rescue the princess?
And you're asking?
Test the mage.
This rescue will be incredibly high profile, and I hope to use it as a springboard to a placement on the High Council of the Mages Guild. From there, the sky's the limits. Well, 2 4-year terms followed by a lifetime pension is the limit, but still, not too shabby. You can ask another adventurer if you like.
Test the warrior.
For a warrior such as myself, there is no after. We live and die in the moment with no thought of what is to come. Retirement plans are for suckers.
Uh-oh, you know what that means.
I have no idea what that means. This is so stupid.
You're stupid.
That sound means it's time for
Good one,
the
dude.
lightning round. Lil, please choose the adventure that you'd like to see play the lightning round.
Go with the mage.
All right, Articulus, are you ready for the lightning round? I am.
Most impressive. I felt that a little. Well deduced that I'm an elemental mage, Lil.
Yep, that wasn't a random lucky guess at all.
Yeah, because I totally knew they were going to hit him with lightning.
Uh-oh, you know what that sound means.
Oh God, not again.
That sound means we are out of time. All right, Lil, now's your moment of truth. Who do you want to choose to rescue Princess Desdemona?
What does that mean if I click on that?
My adventurer stood up to lightning. Can the others do
Okay.
that? I'd like to see them try. Choose wisely. Choose my adventurer.
Don't overthink this. My hero is by far the strongest and the most experienced in battle. A natural choice to save our dear princess.
The thieving arts might not be as sexy as a halberd or a fistful of magic missiles, but we have no idea what's befallen the princess. And my guy, he's your guy.
I'm going to go with the mage. Are you sure? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, humans and otherwise, the winner of So You Think You Can Save a Princess and proud owner of an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's Home of the Soup is Articulus Flamehands, the mage!
Aha! Wonderful child. Well chosen.
And that's all for us here today. Please help control the pet population. Have your gargoyle spayed or neutered. So long, everybody!
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Okay, got the achievement No Fatality Game Show. You are either very smart or very lucky. All the contestants survived.
And
Oh my god,
then
so they can
I
die.
had to choose who the heck was gonna rescue Princess Desdemona. It was the craziest
Mage
thing.
champion. Chose the mage Articulus Flamehands to rescue the princess.
And don't even get me started on the lightning round.
You have the most vivid imagination, Lil.
Why doesn't anybody believe me about these things?
Can't talk, Lil. Pretending to wipe the counter while I eavesdrop on the prince and the praetor over there.
Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me here.
I know. We met. At the gate?
Whoa, I completely forgot. Gotta go easy on the Peace Blossom. Anywho, what did you want to talk about?
What do you know about Councilwoman Ash?
Back when I knew Ash, she was already bitter, jaded, and afraid of anything she didn't understand. A true protectionist, looking to keep everyone in their own little box. If she had her way, nothing would ever change or grow, and eventually we would all look, dress, and think exactly the same way. Anything else you want to know about?
What do you know about Lieutenant Stryker?
Stryker has always lived in a world of black and white. There's good and evil and nothing in between. If you're good in Stryker's eyes, you get nothing. Left to fend for yourself, but free. But if you're bad, the hammer of the law is swift and brutal. Small offenses come attached to massive mandatory minimum punishments. You've heard of 3 strikes and you're out? As far as Stryker's concerned, it's 2 strikes. The strike you make and the strike she makes. Anything else you want to know about?
What do you know about Malcolm?
I have no idea what Malcolm's end goal is, and honestly, I don't think he knows either. I think if he had his way, there'd be no rules, no laws, no Lil Guardsman at the gate. Just let the whole place run itself. This dog-eat-dog mentality would work for some, and for others, things could get a whole lot worse. He doesn't care about people, doesn't care if they're good or bad. Our greatest strength is how we work together. Under Malcolm, we would never reach anything near our collective potential. Anything else you want to know about?
What do you know about King Oswin?
After King Oswin died, it didn't take long for would-be successors to start lining up. 3 in particular: a young, headstrong counselor, a battle-hardened lieutenant in the Guard Corps, and the court jester. Although I don't know if anyone took him seriously or not. These 3 have been battling for control of the sprawl for years now.
But what about the princess? She's next in line.
True, but at the time she was just a kid. Now she's grown, but I fear that these outside forces are using her as a pawn. Anything else you want to know about?
I think we already heard that one. In War, I think we listened to that one too. So it's basically everything they kind of repeated earlier. Oh no, he still hasn't found his hat.
It is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Can't talk. Pretending to cook while I spy on that hunka fine piece of wizard over there.
Him? How do you get back in here? Blinks and says nothing. Blinks and says nothing.
Is everything okay, Beverly?
No, Lil. No, everything is not okay, Beverly. My dear true love, Princess Desdemona...
Just to recap, this is the dear true love that you've never met, but one time you both happened to be at the Goblin Ball Stadium?
You phrased that so beautifully. Yes, that same she.
What about her, Bev?
When I'd heard she'd vanished, I tried to get on So You Think You Can Save a Princess, but none of the advisors wanted me as their champion.
Beverly, you're a janitor at the Goblin Ball Stadium.
Maybe you're right. Maybe a guy like me can't be the hero in my own life story. Mom always said I lacked that main character energy. Tell me what to do, Lil. Should I return to my job or go off to rescue my darling love?
Go back to work. Risk it for the biscuit. Oh, no. I feel like if I tell him to do that, he's gonna die. But... you know what? Why not?
What the
Maybe
hell?
you can do
I
it.
say, go for it, Beverly. Risk it for the biscuit.
What biscuit?
It's a metaphorical biscuit. In this case, the biscuit is the princess.
And you think I should risk what exactly?
Your life? I have regrets. Risk your life. Risk your life, Beverly.
Without Princess Desdemona, my life has no meaning anyway.
That's so sad.
Aye, indeed. And thus I will be off to find my destiny. Thank you, Lil, for everything.
Don't mention it.
No, really, don't mention it. Okay, get the achievement, risk it for the biscuit. You encourage Beverly to embark upon a perilous quest. What's gonna be funny is if these two right here fall in love. I'm gonna laugh.
Pathetic, weak coward! You should do the honorable thing and let me kill you.
Oh, you would just love that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. It is my understanding that you have selected a self-involved, pretentious mage as your choice of adventurer.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, the princess is as good as doomed.
On behalf of the Marvog Empire, I must say you have made a terrible choice.
On behalf of the Kingdom of Petrard, I couldn't agree more. Mages are untrustworthy.
Well, what the hell would he have wanted?
And pompous.
And smug.
And ugly.
Okay, I think we're losing the thread a little bit here.
Double down, apologize. I'm doubling down.
That smug, pompous mage is the right person for the job. My concern is the safe return of Princess Desdemona, not pleasing you. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh, why, I never. I won't forget this.
What he said.
Good. Don't care. You two are probably just gonna end up hate banging anyway, so I'm out. Let me out. Damn it. Oh, it's raining.
You've been at this a while. You should have enough cash by now to power up your arsenal. Take a look.
Well, you would think. Okay, I don't know if I need to actually add any extras to it. Okay, I think I'm just gonna buy 5.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Let's see, can I go? I didn't think I could go out there, so yeah, so.
I think I've done.
Just go ahead and hit the hay. Okay, Buttface. Jail was going to be tough for Buttface, the farming goblin, as many of the prisoners were aware that the putrid produce they'd been eating in their rations came from this lousy land, or came from his lousy land. But he wasn't locked in with them, they were locked in with him. In the years of dungeon crawling for or had taught Buttface anything, it was this. Find the biggest sword you can and swing it wildly in front of you. He managed to maim and dismember 13 fellow prisoners and 2 guards, until he was finally subdued. What started as a simple misdemeanor charge was a 7-day sentence turned into a life in solitary with no parole. Buttface now has 2 words tattooed on his knuckles: Lil and Gate. The Edward the Great Magician. The Edward the Great eventually arrived at Becky Schneiderman's birthday celebration. He hit the ground running with his tried and tested routine. He opened with a pick a card move into "Is that your handkerchief?" and ended strong with a classic "How many eggs do you have in your pocket?" trick. Unfortunately, none of these impressed any of the preteen partygoers. After his performance, the Edward enjoyed a piece of vanilla cake and awkwardly waited for Mr. Schneiderman to settle his payment with a check in his pocket. The Edward went straight to the parents' garden shop to boast of his success. Unfortunately, the Edward's parents didn't consider a check of 37 gold, 40 before deducting the price of a piece of vanilla cake, to be much of a success. They were very disappointed in their son's career choice. Sorry, Edward. Gary and Julian were afraid of going to jail. With the increased hostility towards their kind on the outside, they only imagined it would be worse inside the dungeon walls. To their surprise, among the other wrongfully convicted and prejudiced prison population, they found a captive audience. They told their comrades of the plight of the common goblin and the injustices they face in life. Although they had missed the Goblin Liberation Army's official secret rally, they made do by holding their own for their fellow inmates. They inspired many, helping spread the good word of the rebellion in the sprawl. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. After 48 hours, the 2 goblins were released. Life on the outside would never be the same for them again. Having discovered a type of kinship among the incarcerated, Gary and Julian took new stock in the infamous idea that there is no distinctly Sprawlian criminal class except Congress. Mark Goblin Twain. Echo the Wanderer. After stopping in at the Twisted Sister for a glass of tipple of choice, Echo proceeded to head down to Pinhead's, the local bowling club in the sprawl where his team was playing for league tonight. Thanks to the calming effects of particularly potent Peace Blossom, he was unstoppable, bowling a perfect 300. His team went on to win the league, and a commemorative photo was put up on the wall at Pinhead's to celebrate Echo's perfect game. Neil Warkiller. Having lost So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Neil Warkiller fell into a barbarian depression and left the sprawl. After a week of skulkingly trudging across the countryside, Neil discovered a quaint farmer's market populated by elderly locals. Lending a hand here and there with the various farmers selling their produce, the once feared fighter found employment and ultimately peace with a flower vendor. Oh, maybe that worked out for him. Okay, so Articulous Flame Hands. After waiting So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Articulous Flame Hands wasted no time getting straight to work. He conjured a small army of moles and other small creatures and sent them off in every direction to seek out the princess's location. Unfortunately, and almost immediately, his mighty mini-manimal militia was entirely decimated by falcons, eagles, and other large predators. Depressed by the mass rodent deaths he was indirectly responsible for, the disheartened mage returned to his tower. He was out of ideas. He'd give it a day or two, then report that he was unable to locate the lost princess due to some entanglement cosmic forces blocking his ethereal aura or some other nonsense. You bastard. I have a feeling none of them would have done it, though. Okay, so Perry Shoutson. Having lost So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Perry Shoutson found his way to his favorite tavern in the Little Ogre Quarter. After one too many delicious margaritas, Perry got sloppy trying to pickpocket the bartender and was lifted off the ground by the bouncer. Mistaking some bar snacks for one of his patented smoke bombs, I cannot read. The inebriated thief dramatically threw down a handful of mixed nuts, then ran headfirst into a pillar. Everyone in the bar laughed at him, and Perry could have died from embarrassment if he hadn't already died from the severe blunt force trauma to the head. Oh no. That's not good. Okay, got the achievement. The Princess is Missing. Completed level 4, and we're now on level 5.
Lil, rise and shine.
Come on, Dad. You rise, you shine. I'll take 5 more minutes.
It's time to get up.
Shouldn't you be down at the guard shed? And shouldn't I be heading down to cover for you?
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Oh, let's go with the bad news.
We have to work the night shift tonight.
I'm going back to bed.
No, you're getting out of this house and taking some time to yourself today.
Why do we have to work the night shift?
Good news or bad news?
Bad news?
Apparently you didn't pick the right person's champion for the rescue mission. Whatever that means. And they're punishing you for it. And I won't be able to cover for you, because I'm also working the night shift at the East Gate.
Okay. And what's the good news?
There isn't any. I guess it was just bad news this time.
Who's punishing you?
No one. I work the night shift a couple times a week to help us get by.
Oh, Dad. I didn't know that.
So, I guess you could say the economy is punishing me. That and inflation. If taxes keep going up, I might have to get a third job so we can keep affording things like your little doohickey here.
Wait, don't touch that!
Whoa. What just happened?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? Both are. I don't know. Do you feel okay?
I feel fine, sweetie. No need to look all blurry about it. Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Okay, I'm going. Just try not to operate any heavy machinery until I get back. I should probably check in with Dr. B and make sure my dad isn't radioactive.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. All right, everyone, we're going to go ahead and end it there. Hopefully you've been enjoying Little Guardsman. This game is just hilarious to me. There's a lot of really funny stuff. Like a lot of little pop culture jokes in there as well, and I definitely really enjoy it. So please leave me a comment down below. Leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.